Hey, we just came off a really emotional reaction to something that we didn't realize was going to be a really emotional reaction. And I'm told that this is an emotional song too. So if we cry, it's your fault. This is Spring Day by BTS. Is that acceptable?
I think so.
Okay. I already don't like where this is going.
I was just sitting there going, don't do me like this.
Like, they're going to start us off with this? This is how they're going to start us off? All right.
And I know this is not about train suicide, so
Let's just, yeah.
here we go.
Okay.
Take a breath and dive in.
보고 싶다 이렇게 말하니까 더 보고 싶다 너의 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다 너무 약속한 시간 나는 우리가 밉다 이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어진 우리가 여긴 온통 겨울뿐이야 8월에도 겨울이 와 마음은 시간에 달려가네 홀로 남은 설국 열차 네 손잡고 지구 반대편까지 가 겨울을 끝내봐 그리움들이 얼마나 눈치를 내려야 그 봄날이 올까 발동을 떠드는 작은 먼지처럼 작은 먼지처럼 날리는 눈이 나라면 조금 더 빨리 내게 닿을 수 있을 텐데 난 꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려요 또 몇 밤을 더 세워요 널 보게 될까 날 보게 될까 만나게 될까 만나게 될까 숨겨올 끝을 지나
This is interesting so far. It's a lot of nostalgia and missing someone you cared about that's no longer with you. So far, that's really all I've picked up from it. Except for the fact that I really like some of the imagery of like, will I get to you faster if I'm a snowflake falling down? Like, how do I speed up the way that I reach you? But obviously within limitations, because they don't want to take the same path that the person in the beginning of the song did.
Right. And that's the thing, like, what differentiates this, and this is what you look for in a poem or a story, you find differentiating language to see, like, okay, does this mean this, or are there specific phrases that specify what we're talking about here? And there are specific phrases in here, such as all the sleepless nights. So that differentiates this song from talking about, and of course, if we were to just take out the intro, that differentiates the song from talking about just missing somebody that you're hoping to see again and missing somebody that you're not going to see again.
Yeah.
And you always pick the emotional ones. The feelings that are expressed here are feelings that Chase and I are both familiar with, and I think that many of you are familiar with, regardless of how you lost this person that you love or care about. Feeling like just the imagery, like you said, like, hey, here's us at a birthday party, like, here's us having fun. And like, if I could, maybe I could get to you faster if I was just a snowflake, right?
그곳에 좀 더 머물 널 시간조차 미워 우리가 변한 거지 뭐 모두가 그런 거지 뭐 그래 네가 넌 떠났지만 단 하루도 널 잊은 적이 없었지 나 솔직히 보고 싶은데 이만 너를 지울게 그게 널 원망하기보단 덜 아프니까 이날 풀어내본다 연기처럼 하얀 연기처럼 말로는 지운다 해도 사실 난 아직 날 보내지 못하는데 눈꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려라 또 몇 밤을 더 세워라 널 보게 될까 널 보게 될까 만나게 될까 만나게 될까 너 위로 my best friend 아침은 다시 올 거야 어떤 어둠도 어떤 계절도 영원할 순 없을 언제나 봐요 이 겨울도 끝이 나요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 조금만 기다리면 며칠 밤만 더 세우면 만나러 갈게 만나러 갈게 데리러 갈게 데리러 갈게 추운 겨울 끝을 지나 다시 봄날이 올 때까지 꽃 피울 때까지 그곳에 좀 더 머물러줘 머물러줘
So, one of the first lines in there was, maybe it was the first line, I miss you. Saying I miss you makes me miss you more.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever heard a more relatable lyric in a song before. That was just so simple, so straightforward, like nothing poetic about it. Just I miss you. Man, when I say that I just miss you more.
Yeah.
And as we come in kind of toward the middle of the song, it takes on a little bit different tone, right? The beginning of the song comes in and it's a somber tone, a sad tone, a nostalgic tone, right?
Yes.
Like, hey, I'm thinking about the fun. I'm thinking about, like, first I'm missing you. I'm missing you. I wish you were here to talk to. It's like, man, remember when we did the fun things? And then, like, man, I'm so angry at you. I just want to forget you. I just want to make you go away. Like, I just didn't even know you because it just would be that much hard. I just want to blow you away like smoke on the wind. And it's so easy to feel that way. It's like, who do I blame for this? Do I blame you? Do I blame me? Do I blame God? The circumstances? What is it? Like, who can I direct my anger at? When it talks about the sleepless nights, it's like, who has not been there? Who has not been there? We're just like, man, I can't sleep tonight. I'm too angry. Like, for me, I remember, you remember when this happened, but when my cousin died a couple of years ago, it's like, man, I couldn't sleep for days. I would just get up, I just feel so angry, and I just go outside and I just hit my bag.
Punching bag.
And I've never hit anything so hard, you know? And it's like, I could say I miss you, and then I just miss you more. There's so many people now, you know, now that we're all old, you know? And this is like part of life, you know?
Yeah.
And the part that I have a hard time wrapping my mind around is the theme of the song, right? Like, we just need to wait out the winter. We just need to wait out this horrible, cold darkness. And when we get through that, it's going to be spring again. It's all going to be good. Like, the cherry blossoms are going to come out. We're going to do things again. And, like, I love the theme of hope in it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like every year we have these seasons, right? Winter, spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, over and over again. And even though there are things that are the same, it's not the same.
Yeah.
The same the flowers you see last spring are not the same flowers you're going to see this spring.
Yeah.
The joy you're going to feel next year is not the joy you felt this year. The sorrow, the winters, the darkness, the cold, it's different. And man, these people, they just like watching us cry. What's it with these suggestions, you know? Why don't they ever tell us to
on this one.
like watch Miley Cyrus or something, you know? Like, they did warn us on this one.
They warned us. Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that it's been a long time since I've had to endure this emotion. Luckily, I have lots of people around me who haven't been so blessed to be able to go quite as long as I have without this. It's been quite a while for me. It's still, hearing it, I go back in my memory to certain events that happened. A close friend of mine who died suddenly in a car accident on spring break comes to mind initially. And it's hard to express that feeling. It hurts. It hurts in so many ways that are hard to express and hard to describe. And this feeling does a good job encapsulating the fact that it's hard to understand those emotions. Musically, it does a good job of that, where the music is never fully defined. There's a beat there, kind of lost in the sounds that are going on around it, but it's lost. It's that feeling of just kind of being confused. There's a lot of emotions going on, but they're not. The music is unsure of where to take itself, and that portrayal was done well. I also like to look at it in the context of this year where we live. The winter is exceedingly long. We're into April and it's still snowing outside right now.
We're not in Alaska.
We're not in Alaska, no.
For my Alaskan homies.
No, we're in a desert that feels like a rainforest.
It's not supposed to be like that here.
Good grief.
This isn't Alaska.
No.
They're like, what are you talking about? It's not supposed to stop snowing till June.
Yeah, no. Here it stops snowing in
March.
Well, like early March, late February, maybe you get some snow in March. You're not usually getting snow into April, and it feels just incredibly long. And I like that imagery that some winters, emotional winters, are longer than others. And sometimes you have to go through a lot more winter, a lot more dark, sleepless nights before you can get to the point that you get to feel the spring day again emotionally. And it's not always easy. And we all experience it in part of our life. It's part of the cycle of life and death, and everyone can relate. Everyone's lost someone.
And just like you said, even into spring and summer, there's still those days where it feels like winter.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's totally okay.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe you have a long winter that you're getting through. Maybe you're still getting through that, and you're like, dude, I don't see a light at the end here. I don't see flowers anywhere. But it does get there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that winter's not done. And it doesn't mean that it can't snow in July.
Yeah.
It can. And one of the things that I really liked was some of the symbolism that I see, that I interpret from the shoes. And I keep looking down because I'm looking at these shoes here on the screen. And there's a Linkin Park song called One More Light.
Okay.
And actually sang that at one of my cousin's funerals. And in that song, there's a line, like, in the kitchen, like, one more chair than we need. You know, we have these symbols for there is a person who belongs here, who isn't here anymore.
Yeah.
But to us, they still belong here.
Have you ever heard the song Twin-Sized Bed by Death Cab for Cutie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Are you going to pick another emotional one? You gonna wreck my life?
No, but I'm just relating it. So the song is the story of someone who's given up on finding love. Mm-hmm. And it never talks about explicitly that that's what it's about. It talks about this woman bought a queen-size bed in hopes that someday there would be someone on the other side. And there never was someone on the other side. And so she, in the alley behind her house, she throws out the queen-size bed and puts in the new twin-sized bed. And it's just a symbol of giving up. I've given up on trying to find this person that I feel belongs next to me. And it's interesting how people have those emotions, how they attach meaning to objects that are not inherently, don't inherently have that meaning. A chair is just a chair. A bed is just a bed. A bigger bed is just a bigger bed. But we can attach meaning to it where we have the bigger bed because there's a spot for someone else, whether or not that person's there.
And something else that I pick up from this is, like, there's a sense of letting go of your pain by sending the shoes off, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, like, you're gone, and here's the token that I've been holding on to for you, that I represent you with, and sending that out. And it's even more poignant to me because they're putting it up into a tall tree. It's almost like they're like casting these shoes up to the sky. You know, it's like you've gone up wherever that happens to be. Maybe these shoes will be here next summer when we come see them. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be there among the blossoms if it's a flowering tree. Maybe they won't. But it's a letting go and almost like I said, like a sense of flying. You know, it's like we're letting you fly away where you need to be because that's where you are.
It's beautiful. One of the lines I really liked was wait just a little while longer. And sometimes when you're in those dark moments, that's all you can do is tell yourself to wait just a little while longer. And this is something you experience a lot with like endurance exercise too, where it's I don't know if I can keep going. Say you're running a marathon. I don't know if I can keep going another 13 miles if you're halfway done, right? But I know I can go another minute, so I'll go another minute. I'll keep it up for one more minute. That's fine. And when that minute's over, can I still do one more minute? Yeah, probably. Okay, keep going. And sometimes that's all you can do is trick your mind, trick yourself into just going just a little bit longer until you're through the thick of it to where you can actually keep going. Can I do this for one more day? Can I wait just a little while longer through this dark period of my life? Just one more day, can I do that? Yes, it doesn't sound pleasant, but yes, I can get through one more day. And sometimes that's the best you can do. But it's definitely a tool that we can use effectively. Just wait a little while longer. Yeah. And you can get through a lot of the hard times that way. This
is a beautiful song that I don't want to listen to for a while. Today, Chase thought it would be a good idea to hammer us with a bunch of emotional songs, which was actually you guys who suggested it, so we're doing it. Anyway, I appreciate the feedback that you guys give us on the comment section. It means a lot to us. I don't know if I've ever seen a YouTube video where somebody says that, you know, but probably wasting everyone's time. But I just want to tell you, I really appreciate the comment section and your suggestions for music that you can give us to expand our horizons, because it means a lot to us. So thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, it does mean a lot if you would subscribe. That way you can catch more videos like this one that's coming up, and let us know what else you would like us to react to, because we probably will.